All right, welcome everybody. Again, I'm Alexis McKenzie. I am with JC Penney Realty. I have here with me today, yet again, is Telly Cardarelli from Mortgage Equity Partners. And we are going to talk about what to do with your credit, with your lending, with your finances, I should say, between the time that you get pre-approved for a loan or a mortgage, all the way up until the point where you close on the home and you are paying the mortgage and it is yours. So between pre-approval and close of contract, what you should do with your finances. And this is a huge topic that we find a lot of people don't know about. So here is Telly.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. We have. I like to call it the do's and don'ts of lending. Most importantly, when you're getting pre-qualified with a lender, you have to be very careful after you've been pre-qualified to any inquiries, accepting any more debt via credit cards, or one of the other components is assuming any student loan opportunities from your children or your grandchildren.
Okay.
Those all can have negative impacts on your credit score. So ultimately, once you've purchased or you've pre-qualified for a house, you're under contract, it is extremely important to always, if you're going to make any type of changes, contact your lender, explain the situation to them, and let them educate you properly, so therefore you don't make any mistakes that could cost you a loan. Because typically when you run these loans through our findings, they are very specific to that time period. So if your credit score drops, or your debt to income ratio, and what that debt to income ratio is, your income to your expenses, increases, that could have a negative impact on your credit. So always make sure that before you do anything, you reach out to your realtor or your lender. Of course, that's really important. We're here to help accomplish and close your loan on time for you. So whether it's reaching out to your realtor or your lender, make sure that you do anything, that if you're going to do anything change-wise, that you reach out to us.
So no going and buying a car, like you said, no student loans, no big purchases that could potentially affect your credit. The other thing you had spoken about is that there is a certain time frame of which you pull a second report prior to closing.
Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. That's a great question. Every lender out there that is lending money, the requirement is you have to do what's called a soft pull on a borrower. That's done typically always within 10 days of the close date. And what that does is that it makes us as lenders look at your soft pull of your credit, make sure there's been no inquiries or any new debt that's been accepted. And why is that important? Again, it goes back to what we said earlier, that if borrowers take out more debt, it could impact them qualifying for a loan. So be careful, don't co-sign, don't agree to anything without contacting your realtor or your lender, of course, and letting them know. Not all the time will it have a negative impact, but most of the time it can have a negative impact. So just be careful. Always talk to your realtor and your lender. We're a team. We're here to help accomplish your dreams and close on your house.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for all that information. I think that will help a few people out there. And as always, I'll put our websites and our email addresses at the end of this video. So if you have any questions or you'd like to contact one of us directly, we would be happy to help. Thanks, and have a great day.
Thank you.